Welcome to Picture Healer channel. Today we are going to look at the I Ching forecast of the 12 animal signs from October to end of the year, December 2024. It's the last quarter of this year. I'm sure you are very curious about the next few months. For every animal sign, I pick an I Ching hexagram, and I also pick a changing line, so you will be more specific. Use this information as a reference to help you make decisions, or if you have any question in mind, you can reflect it with the I Ching's answer. The first is animal sign of rat, and the I Ching hexagram is 31, the lake, mountain, responding, or sensing. This hexagram is often related to relationships, especially for couples, and overall it's lucky, especially for marriage luck. The changing line I come up with is number 3, and according to the I Ching book, you feel stuck and you cannot really take action right now. And after the changing line, the hexagram becomes number 45, the lake, earth uniting, or gathering, or meeting. That's generally a very lucky hexagram, and it will be suitable to take action and meet important people at that time. So right now, there might be some difficulty and you might feel a little bit stuck. So you need to be a little bit patient right now and be more sensitive to other people around you and respond accordingly. But it's also important not to follow people blindly, especially for investment or business partnership or in relationship. You should try to be more objective and think independently. And soon you can take actions and go for your ambition. The second animal sign is ox. The hexagram is number 5. That's the water heaven necessity. It can mean indispensable, needing, or waiting. Overall, it's lucky and you receive help from higher ranking people, and it's good time to travel. The changing line I have is number 3. In I Ching, it says the situation is like in the mud right now. So it's not the time to act because the water is about the third line right now. So it's right in front. That means the danger can be in front of you. So it's better to be extra careful and wait for the right opportunity. And in the I Ching, it says this is a good time to eat and drink and even party, and just adjust yourself, prepare for the right time in the future. So be careful when you try to invest money or doing business with others, and also in relationship. It's not the best time to take action yet. And after the changing line, the hexagram becomes number 60. That's called water lake conserving. It means restraining oneself, conserving resources, and being frugal. So at this point, just be careful of any potential danger and preparing yourself for the right time to come. The third animal sign is tiger. The hexagram is number 19, approaching. And this usually means upper level, approaching the lower level people, such as a leader managing his people. Overall, this hexagram means harmony and the growing of the yang energy. So that means the positive power is getting stronger day by day. The changing line is number 1. It means the yang energy is growing and the leader is taking care of his people and want to grow together. So this is very lucky. And after the changing line, the hexagram becomes number 7, the leading. And that's also lucky. It means an experienced person leading the group, so there will be no misfortune. So Tiger has very good luck. In the fourth quarter of this year, it's lucky financially, lucky in business, in family relationship, and also good health. Next animal sign is rabbit. I have number 8. It's called the Water Earth Alliance. This also means attaching, following, and friendship. It's a sign of the water about the earth. So the water nourishes the earth and the earth holds the water. One rely on the other. So it's very positive relationship. And the changing line here is number 4. And the I Ching says that it's lucky to associate yourself with wise and experienced people from outside of your group. So it's good fortune overall, good financial luck, and harmony at home and in relationship. And it's lucky to go out, to travel, to meet important people, and take action now. After the changing line, the hexagram becomes number 45, gathering. So that's also a lucky hexagram because you can connect with other people, so you will become even powerful. The 5th animal sign is dragon, and the hexagram is number 63. It's a water fire completion. And just from the name, you can see it's a lucky hexagram. It means fulfilled, finished, completed. The I Ching says it's lucky in the beginning, but the ending can be chaotic. This hexagram is one of the best hexagram. It means everything is reached to the highest point, everything is completed. But when you are already on the top, the next direction is to go down. So you have to be careful and prevent any possible decline in the future. The changing line I have is a first line. The I Ching says to pull the carriage and the tail gets wet, but no misfortune. So it's time to be more conservative and try to be careful about any new actions because you already achieved a lot and you don't want to lose anything you have right now. After the transformation line, it becomes number 39, difficulty. So that's also another warning to prevent any trouble in the future. The next animal sign is snake. I have number 57. It's the wind. The book of I Ching says it's small luck and suitable for going forward and suitable for meeting important people. The changing line is the 5th line. It says the regret will disappear. It's lucky to keep going. There's no beginning, but there will be fruitful ending. So that's also lucky. And after changing the line, the hexagram becomes number 18. It's a mountain wind decaying. And that can mean deception or delusion. So in the future, there might be some accumulation of problems and you will need to correct that. But right now, your luck is very good and finance is good and the family happiness and good health. This hexagram is the wind and the wind is on your side now. So you can go ahead and take action now. The number 7 is the horse sign, and the hexagram is number 38. It's called the fire lake opposition. It can mean diversion, separation, or conflict. And the I Ching book says it's lucky for small things, but not for major ambitions. The changing line is the 5th line. It says the regret will disappear and there's no misfortune. So that is pretty lucky. And the new hexagram will be number 10. It means walking carefully and keeping promises. There's a hint of danger at the end. The current hexagram is showing separation. So you have to be careful about working with other people in business, in relationship, and don't rely on other people right now. And the best way is to respect everyone's differences, and we can avoid more conflict. The number 8 animal sign is a goat, and the hexagram is number 60. That's a water, lake, conserving. It means restraining, being frugal, or conserving resources. It's talking about the importance of self-control and preserving your energy or your resources. But there's also a limit. We don't want to overdo it. Over-restricting can cause problem too. The changing line I have is a third line. It says without constriction, there will be some sadness or regret, but no misfortune. If we can be more strict on ourselves, there will be no problem. For the financial luck, there's a tendency of wasting money. And if you don't have control in eating and partying, there will be some health issues later. So pay attention to balancing and controlling of your resources. And the number 9 animal sign is a monkey. I have number 20 hexagram. It's a wind earth observation. It means observing, watching, or learning. It's about learning by observing and learning the law of nature by observing the world around us. The changing line is number 5. It says the leader observe his people and doing his part to help them, so there's no misfortune. So pay attention to your responsibility and observe what needs to be done, then there will be no issues. This hexagram shows good fortune overall, but you have to take charge, start from yourself by observing your surroundings and doing your part, fulfill your responsibility, and everything will be fine. After the changing line, the hexagram becomes number 23, the peeling or flaking off. So in the future, there might be some issues. At that time, it will be good to get rid of old and outdated, welcome new ideas and new appearance. For now, we just need to observe and follow the law of nature. The number 10 animal sign is rooster. It's a earth, thunder, returning. It can also mean recovering or repeating. And when we look at the hexagram, there is one yang line at the bottom. That means the yang energy is starting to grow and the things are recovering and returning. The changing line is number 3. It says it's good to reflect on your own past and correct any mistakes. We don't want to repeat any mistakes from before. If we are careful and correct our behavior, there will be no misfortune. And after the changing line, it becomes a number 36, the earth, fire, injured brightness. That means the brightness is dimmed and the negative force is stronger. For now, because of the number 24, the returning and repeating, the luck is also up and down, and it's the same with finance and health. It's not very stable, but there's no major misfortune. The next animal sign is dog. The hexagram is number 21. It's a fire, thunder, eradication, or chewing, or grinding, biting through. This hexagram is about correcting mistakes. And just like a thunder and a fire, it can look a little scary, but we need the law and order to keep everybody safe. And the changing line is the number 1. The I Ching says we need to punish small crimes to prevent bigger problems later. And it's actually lucky because if we can correct small mistakes, there will be no bigger ones later. So overall, this is still a lucky hexagram. And because of all the thundering and fire, just be a little bit careful about your health and travel safety. And there might be some relationship issues because of the strong conflicting energy. After the changing line, the new hexagram is number 35, advancing. That means to make progress or get promoted. So that's a very lucky hexagram. So even though it can look scary now, it will be lucky at the end. The last animal sign is pig, and I have number 26. It's a mountain heaven, big accumulation. And it can be the great accumulation of strength, power, or virtues. And this is a good time to travel or take actions. The changing line is number 3. The I Ching says, even in difficult times, the horse should practice running every day and prepare for the future. So even though the current situation is lucky, still need to prepare and accumulate your skills so you can be ready for the future. After the changing line, the hexagram becomes number 41, mountain lake diminishing. That means sacrificing, reducing, or diminishing. And that can mean sacrificing the lower ranking people to benefit the upper ranking people. But for now, great accumulation is a very positive hexagram. It means good fortune, good financial luck, and good health. As long as you keep accumulating your skills and continue practicing, you will be good fortune. So that's the 12 animal sign forecast with Chinese I Ching hexagrams. And this is for the last quarter of 2024, October, November, and December. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching and see you next time.